A job, something that pretty much everybody in the world is going to need at some point in their life. Now, of course, if you're born into a wealthy family and got it like that, you're most likely not going to need one. Pretty much every starter job is going to be something simple. Of course, everybody's experience is different. You might get mad at one of the customers and dip your feet in the lettuce, get a little bit of saliva in their food, get constantly yelled at by your manager. You might feel like working at that sad job is the worst job in the world until you look at other jobs. It could always be way worse. There's some people out there with the most disgusting, gut-wrenching, craziest, and even sometimes the most scariest jobs imaginable. It's a lot of jobs I just personally wouldn't want to have. For example, a driving instructor. You gotta give them props. They're literally putting their lives on the line for somebody who has no driving experience at all. They're better than me. The second you mess up one time, you're getting out of my car. I sometimes be watching these driving videos and I wonder, how are you doing in your classes? They gotta be failing every single one because the driving instructor will literally tell them to go left and they somehow go right. I personally feel like they should get paid more. Not only if they mess up the car, you most likely have to pay for it, but one wrong turn and your life is over with. You have the possibility of ending up like Stephen Hawking. Now, me personally, if I was a driving instructor, the first time you mess up and you might accidentally swerve in front of a car, you're not even getting back in my car, you walking home at that point. You being in the same car as me might mess up my driving and I might crash. I don't know. I also couldn't be a pilot. I already don't like planes as it is, so the fact I'm gonna have to be flying one, absolutely not. And I'm gonna be honest, I have a really short temper. If I end up hearing a baby cry on a plane and I'm going through something, we all going down. We gonna have to die together. And I'm not gonna lie, I also have a pretty short attention span. I'm gonna get bored and start looking at some Instagram reels or something. I also fold under pressure easily. I don't know, man, but the second I start feeling turbulence and I gotta look and see all those buttons, I might just pass out and we all gonna die. But look on the bright side, at least you get to sit in the cockpit. You also got jobs that are just straight up disgusting, gut-wrenching. Even the thought of these jobs just make you want to throw up. Like a sewage cleaner. Honestly, I don't care how much you paying me. I'm not going to no sewer to inspect nothing. They be having roaches and all types of bugs on them. Absolutely not. They be having practically nothing on either. Just a shirt, some pants, and some boots. So I'm gonna need at least a hazmat suit before I go in there. I don't think they have anything covering their mouth either. If you lose your balance or inhale, it's all over with. I don't even feel clean after taking a shower when the mystery trash juice touches me. So I know I'm never gonna feel clean if I ever had to do this. And then what's even worse, they most likely have to sit in their car and drive home. I know their car be smelling crazy afterwards. Honestly, pretty much cleaning up anything that's public is a no-go for me. Can you imagine being a janitor, mainly a school janitor? You got kids airballing milk cartons, throwing up everywhere, smearing doodle on the walls, getting pee everywhere but the toilets? Absolutely not. And they be laughing like it's the funniest thing in the world. I'm not gonna lie, if I was a janitor, none of that is flying underneath my radar. If I ever see a kid airballing milk carton trying to be funny, you better go and pick that up or else they're gonna be picking on something else. If I see you drop some trash, so you turn your head to look at me, I'm gonna stare right back at you. And when I say public cleaning, I also mean going and cleaning up other people's houses. I don't even know how your house gets this bad. Make sure whoever lives here is locked up somewhere. They're gonna start infecting people. Somebody need a whooping for even living like this. Oh my goodness. There's also people that go and clean up porta potties. I'd rather be a school janitor 100 times over before I ever touch a porta potty. If you're a school janitor, you can kind of know what to expect, but a public porta potty that anybody can access, I'm not taking no chances. There's also some jobs out there that are very scary. Like, could you imagine being an oil rig worker, especially at night? Can you imagine just looking into the ocean and seeing nothing but darkness? Terrifying. Or can you imagine being a mortician? Can you imagine working late night at probably like 2 in the morning? You doing your paperwork and whatnot, and then you just hear a random noise happen from down the hallway. Yeah, I'm getting up out of there expeditiously. Also think about being a paranormal investigator. You go and you look at abandoned houses and whatnot for ghosts. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm too scary for any of that. Like I said before, if I hear any type of giggling, any type of noises, I'm already gonna be about that joint. I honestly just think that paranormal investigators just do it for the love of the game. Like, let's be real here, you don't gain anything from checking out anything abandoned. You also got storm chasers. Why are you willingly trying to go inside of a tornado? They see one of the biggest tornadoes they've ever seen in their life and they start getting bricked up. You could also be a police officer. This is also a very underrated, scary job. You could pull over somebody going 150 in the school zone. The second you walk up to their car, it's over with. That's why if I was a police officer, it wouldn't work out. I bet not get no phone calls to go to no type of hoods. They be having ARPs, 10 millis. I'm not dealing with none of that. They already don't like police officers because they arrested their homeboy who just killed 3 people. So if I'm a cop and they see me, it's over with for me. And also being a teacher is a very underrated, scary job. Now maybe if it's an elementary school, it's not that bad, but if you walk inside of a high school, it's over with for you. You come in class a little bit too happy, the class gonna look at you like you crazy. They be laughing at teachers, making jokes about their hair, how they look. I feel bad for teachers, man. And some kids just be straight up ruthless. They be throwing desks at teachers, throwing trash cans, pens, and paper. I also couldn't have an office job. It just looks so depressing. Like, you can't joke around, talk to your neighbors, none of that. It's just depression. You gonna have people yelling in your ear every 2 seconds and you can't do nothing about it. You also got some just weird jobs. Like, I was looking at a whole bunch of jobs when making this video, and they have some jobs that just make me question, why would you ever want to apply for this? You have pet food tasters. There is no way you looked at this job, read the description, and still apply. You already know that the people that apply for this job have some type of fetish. Yeah, bro, I'm done, man. I'm done.